Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and a little late start this morning, maybe a little different crowd. So here's what we do every morning here on MLive. We give you the lowdown on the weather quickly for today, and then look at the things you need to know going on into the future. I ask you a question occasionally, and the question I have for you today is, my son just called me and said, hey, him and his wife want to go somewhere in the winter, January, and we've been to places, Mexico, Jamaica, a lot of other places. What is your recommendation? They're talking Cabo San Lucas, which we've never been to, or Punta Cana. What do you think? Has either of you been there? And I got to check to see if Punta Cana was really hit a lot by the hurricane. So let's get the weather here, and if you've got some suggestions for a January trip, let me know. Is there more sun in store for us? Yes, Eric Sherfield, 2 days. This is the radar forecast for today, and yes, I'm putting it in motion, and yes, there is nothing actually there. So we have a dry, sunny day today. What a beautiful, beautiful early September day it is. It's almost going to feel like late August in this early September day. Oops. It's late October. Highs today, 75-ish around the Detroit, Ann Arbor area. 75, 74, Lansing, Jackson. 74, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo. 76, Saginaw Bay City, Midland. Frank, will you have a perfect day tomorrow? You will have a day just like today. So I would say perfect. I'll never go to Mexico again with all the people dying from tainted alcohol. I have not heard about that, so I'm going to check that out. And you know, we went to Cancun, and I said, that's the last time. That's you might as well go to, I think, malls in Florida if you're going to Cancun. I would not go back there at all. 76, Traverse City. That's pretty incredible. By the way, we took the ride from Traverse City to Saginaw yesterday, and I would say inland areas here, it's peak color. It's kind of muted, but it's peak color. What's causing the warm weather? It's just the pattern we're in, Tim. It is just the pattern. There's no specific cause other than that's the way it's laid out. Cold air is building in Canada. There is deep, deep cold in southern and western Canada. When it decides to come down, we are going to have a rude awakening, and I think we're talking sometime in the first 2 weeks of April, warm lakes and some moderately cold. We're going to have some interesting weather, probably some heavy lake effect on the west side of the state. Warmer in TC than Ann Arbor today? Yeah, possibly, by a degree. And look at the northeast, and that happens when the sand dries out and you get the right kind of wind, a southwesterly wind, which is what we will have. Then it really heats up there. This is the wind. It's out of the south. Maybe hard to tell what's going on here, but anywhere you see the blue, it's about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind. So it's warm, but not super windy. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Sure? I think that's maybe how you say it. Okay, now let's look at the weekend. Okay, this is Saturday. The cold front still holding off, still fantastic. Okay, now we're into Sunday, and I think the rain is mostly going to hold off. In the southeast corner, this is Sunday evening, so we stay dry in the southeast corner all day Sunday. Shannon Sharp Mumby wants to know when the colors were going to peak. Up north, I would call them peak to near peak, away from the water. Traverse City is a great place because you get 2 to 3 weekends of fall color there. Inland, Buckley, Kingsley, Kalkaska, 1 weekend. Leelanau Peninsula the next, and the Old Mission Peninsula takes forever to change. Okay, so there we're at Sunday. Any more suggestions for going somewhere between what's the thoughts between Punta Cana and Cabo San Lucas for January. Who likes which one better? All right, now we're at Monday morning, and the cold front and rain has come through, and then cooler air is going to start to come in. And I want to show you this because the American model, which I don't like as well as the European, and this is what I'm showing you, is the American model keeps a big slug of rain off to our east. The European has it over us, and I kind of believe the European, so I think southeast Michigan, at least maybe all of lower Michigan, is going to get into a possible inch plus rain. So this is the question mark time period in our weather forecast, would be Monday into Tuesday of next week. Anna Sam's Thomasack, first time catching this live weather. Hey, maybe me being a slacker early this morning has helped you find this. Normally it's about 7:45 or so, something like that. And the last thing I want to remind you is I have a post up. NOAA winter forecast screams of a snowy winter in Michigan and the Great Lakes winter, and you can find that on MLive, so check it out. And there's a couple of reasons why I think we could be on the snowier side. I don't know about the colder than average. I think we could lean toward colder than average, but I'll be honest, Doug, Eckenswiller, it is hard to stay cold for a whole winter now. We just have to accept that the globe is warmer, the poles are warming, the North Pole is warming, and it's possible that you could get 3 months of colder than normal weather, but I have a feeling we'll have a month of maybe significantly colder than normal weather, maybe a month that's normal, maybe a month that's above normal, and it just depends on how much above normal and how much below normal, whether you average out as a colder than normal winter. All right, so folks, great day today. Sunshine, mid-70s, same deal Saturday. Sunday, pretty nice. The southeast part of the state may stay totally dry and have another day in the mid-70s. And then we do get into a couple of series of weather pattern changes next week that ends the warm party and brings us down to the 40s and 50s. You have yourself a great Friday. Hope you get to skip work today. I'm not.